back at the Palace of Parliament, because I ain't letting this shit go. Look at this whole entire design. So you're telling me it's 1980 something. The country is being ravaged by some communists. Everything is being destroyed everywhere. And while that's all going on, there are workers and everything. They're measuring everything and setting up the entire city and doing all of this and building it. It doesn't make no sense. It's a police state. Look, even the Communist Party itself have been eviscerated and have become more instruments for carrying out his will. It sounds like, all the people here are being oppressed. Like, you're not building beautiful, grand things under oppression. Look in the background. Y'all say y'all couldn't find construction photos. I found construction photos. That's supposedly the construction. That's the construction. This right here is supposedly the construction. Problem is, it's the heaviest building in the world. And this part right here, forced labor. This thing is perfectly built, perfectly beautiful. Forced labor, right? So, these people are under duress, everything's being destroyed. 20 to 100,000 people worked on this site, operating in 3 shifts. This is 3 shifts, that means round the clock. Made up of 5,000 Romanian people, army soldiers, and huge volunteers. There are people everywhere, all over this job. And supposedly, this guy commissioned this lady to do the job. And I ain't buying it. First, I see nobody working around the clock. Ever. I don't see nobody nowhere. Where's the 500, 100,000 round the shift, round the clock? Where? And you have to remember, you can't just design the building. The whole entire city has to be everything. The whole entire city has to be redesigned based on the building. And you're telling me you guys are building an energetic marble grid city while there's a revolution and the city's being ravaged by a dictator. And this is your 100,000, 5,000 volunteers, round the shift construction. Like, it ain't making no sense. When was the groundbreaking? Why can't I find any photos of this without the building there? Why is it in every single photo the building is there? How? This is a photo. This one says 1984. Y'all said y'all started in 1984. Another photo says 1984. Y'all said y'all started in 1984. I see nobody back there. I don't see anybody. I almost see a soul that actually looks like it's barren. But supposedly there's a whole army and city here building this structure. Supposedly that's 1988. Another construction photo. And the only reason I'm doing this is because you got the whited out sky. You have the 100,000, 5,000 volunteers, right? I just showed you, man. They working around 3 shifts round the clock. Where? And why does it look like that's like in mud or needs to be dug out? 1980s, under the regime, entire district, historical buildings, churches, synagogues, homes demolished to make way for the palace of the people. Here's the breakdown. Oh, look, which led to the destruction of old neighborhoods and the construction of new monuments, approximately 7 square, this, that, and the third. And those are the only construction photos. Only photos with the building already standing, with the building already there. No flat ground. Y'all demolished this and started from zero. I can't find one. This is the 1984, 1985. I can't find one photo without flat level ground. Nobody took a picture of all the carnage. You already know what that is. Yes, that's in Bucharest. A communist dictator, 5,000 volunteers who don't like the dude. They're getting ready to overthrow him any year now. And what? You guys are building marble, stone, fountains. It doesn't make any sense. This is 1 year when they say they started. Slump in the regime national. International prestige. People are depressed. Massive cuts in consumer supply. But, all right, but we're building a palace? Look. Violent unrest. This is, 1989. Like, again, y'all building a palace? Marble. Perfect marble floors. Everything laser sighted in here. I can't find a right angle. Since when? Y'all are doing this in the middle of a revolution in Romania for what? For no reason? This is what we're doing. For a dictator we don't like. While the country is ravaged. This is what's going on inside the building. With 5,000 volunteers. That's all marble. Cut perfectly. You didn't make a mistake. Just look at that. And remember what's going on outside. Who is doing this? What volunteers? Who? How? Come on now. And let's not forget, they forgot the bathrooms. That is signature. Signature. Look at this place. Every single thing in here, they paid attention, adorned everything to detail with marble. This is all marble. All of it. I don't care what they say. They did not build this. Oh, and let me show you one other thing. Believe it or not, this has 12 stories above, and it has 8 stories below, and a nuclear bunker. Yeah, that's all marble. During a Revolutionary War. During a Revolutionary War. Yeah, okay. Listen, not buying it at all. All marble. Perfectly cut. Look at that chandelier. Look at that crystal. Look at that room. Yeah, nah, Tartarian. Check out this kicker. Hidden under the enormous 12-story structure lay fewer than 8 stories, the lowest of which hosts a nuclear bunker, which is linked to the city's main institutions by 20 miles, extensive catacombs that are wide enough for cars to drive through. So beneath this thing is a nuclear bunker with cars to drive through to connect to other institutions in the city? What? And then look, Palace of Parliament, Rome undergoing renovations. The U.S. Army of Engineers overseeing the remodeling of the basement to accommodate new training class. No, y'all not. Y'all down there in that nuclear area that connects to all those institutions, and you're down there in a Tartarian archive. Ain't no daggone remodeling going on. There's a nuclear bunker down there. Since when is the U.S. Army remodeling in Romania in their marble palace? Listen, I don't care what anybody tells you. Something is not right with this whole entire story. When the mind's blind, the eyes can't see.